All right, sellers, we made it to sale week. So this is our final newsletter for this sale. I want to make sure you all are squared away for how drop-off is going to work. Make sure that you understand what's going on there, okay? So how drop-off works. So when you get to the Armory, on the east side of the building, so as you're looking at the Armory, the right of the building, you will see we'll have a sign up there that says consignor drop off. There will be one that says volunteer parking. You're going to go through there through the gate, and then you will see an open bay door, and you are going to pull right in front of that bay door. There will probably already be a bunch of cars there depending on when your drop off time is. And then when you go through that bay door, you will see us sitting, it'll usually be me or Sean sitting at the check-in table. Okay, it's super duper important as soon as you get there, check in with us because we need to make sure you know if anything has changed, how everything works, all that kind of stuff, and get you checked in. If you don't get checked into the system, it's a whole nightmare. So please make sure you stop and see us before you do anything else. So try really, really hard to arrive within that 15-minute frame, just so then that helps keep the flow a lot easier. Go ahead and once we've got you checked in, we'll get you your shopping pass then. So sellers are the only ones that come to the pre-sale with a physical pass. And the reason we do that, I'll go ahead and tell you now, is because you are welcome to share that pass. So if you are not able to shop or if you are volunteering and so you do not need your seller pass, you are not only allowed to share that pass, you're actually encouraged to, because the more shoppers we have come in, the better, and the more of your stuff that's going to sell. So if you are not going to use your seller pass, please pass it on to somebody else. So we'll get you checked in, you'll sign in, all that good stuff. We'll make sure you have all the paperwork you need, and then you will be able to start unloading and putting things away. Now, if you have a super large amount of items, we do ask that you go ahead and unload and then move your car out of that bay area. That just allows everybody else to get back there, because being able to unload directly into that bay area is super convenient. It keeps you from having to, carry it through a whole bunch of different places. Now, unless you are paying for a drop-in run, you are responsible for putting your items away. And I know that can sound a little overwhelming, but I promise you it's super, super duper easy. It's what 99% of our sellers just put their own items away, because not only is it really not a big deal, gives you a little sneak peek at the sales floor, and also I always liked as a seller being able to kind of make sure I had everything as I was putting my stuff away. There will be volunteers there to help make sure that you know where your items go and to help you put your items away. So don't worry, you won't be totally on your own. If you are brand new, please let us know that when you check in. We try to watch for it when we check you in, but in case we miss it, because we want to make sure that you understand what's going on, but it's easy. We will have rolling racks available that have nice little places where you can hang up clothes to help sort them. And we also have these really awesome carts that you can also use to put bins on to put stuff away. We just had those starting last sale and people loved them. So we're really excited to have those options. So do remember that you're responsible for putting your things away. Most people with kind of an average number of items take about 30 to 45 minutes to put their things away. Of course, if you don't have a lot, less than that. If you have a ton, plan on more time than that. You're welcome to bring a helper if you need to. I've been known to watch a napping baby. That's not a hard thing to twist my arm to do. Let's see. But yeah, so it's super duper easy. So things to do to prepare for your drop off, make sure that when you bring your items, they are tagged, ready to go. Okay, they need to be tagged clean, hung appropriately, bagged appropriately, and ready to go on the sales floor. So make sure that they are like that. We encourage you to bring your hanging clothes sorted by gender and then by size, because that is how they're going to hang up on the racks. And so that's going to save you a ton of time putting your items out if you bring those things already pre-sorted. It's also helpful if you can kind of generally sort your other items, especially if you have a ton. So if you can put toys together, put books together, put puzzles together, it's going to make things so much simpler for you. And then of course there's more detailed information about drop-off on the website, but that's kind of the main stuff. Unless you are planning to donate every single unsold item, you do need to bring a bin labeled with your consignor number on the short end. And that's what we're going to put any of your leftovers from the sale. So make sure that you leave us a bin. It could also be a cardboard box, whatever. But it just needs your number on it. And on the short end, please. That just helps us being able to organize the bins a little bit better. Do not leave us your lids because we are really good at losing those. The sorting process is very chaotic. So please keep your lid with you, keep it in your car, and then you can bring it back with you when you pick up your items. If you are bringing a car seat or a crib, so pack and plays are fine, you don't need to worry about that. But if you are bringing a car seat, including if you're bringing a base, if you're bringing like a backless booster, any of those, they need a car seat checklist. Any legit cribs need a crib checklist, and those just have some additional checking that we need you to do on that item just to make sure that they are going to be safe for resale. You can print those off of the website, but we'll of course have some available there. Make sure you bring your big items. I know that sounds super silly, but I speak from experience. After one sale, when I went out to the garage after the sale and discovered that I think it was like a tricycle. I can't even remember now because it was years and years ago, but discovered an item that I had tagged, cleaned, ready to go, and I totally left it in my garage. So make sure that if you have those big items, probably the ones you're super pumped to get rid of, make sure that you bring those. Okay, so I already talked about how the consignor presale works. Again, please feel encouraged to share those. If you are wanting to volunteer, we love having sellers volunteer because you are usually some of our best volunteers because you know exactly what's going on, you know how hard you've worked, and you know how badly you want to get that stuff sold. So our highest need shifts currently are Saturday from 2:30 to 6:30, which is a little bit of helping us finish up the sale, but mostly sorting items to prepare them for consigners. And then Sunday, 12:30 to 4:30, this is actually a great shift for consigners who are planning to come pick up their items because you will, from 12:30 to 2, help us finish up the sorting process and the double checking process and all that goes into that. And then you help with consignor pickup. And so the reason a lot of consigners like this shift is because then you can just take your stuff when you leave. You were going to be there anyways, you just come for a longer period of time. So some consigners really like that, but that would allow you to shop at 5:30 instead of 6:30 and get you, allow you to share that your seller shopping pass. If those shifts don't work, please let me know and I can see if we can find a different shift that will work for you. Consignor pickup is Sunday from 2 to 4. If you have not made a pickup appointment, it will still let you do pickup appointments in the system. That stays open. So please make sure you have a pickup appointment. It just helps make things a lot smoother. The biggest thing is just to come with patience. We have more sellers than we've ever had before, which means we're going to have a lot more to be moving through that process on Sunday. So we really need you to bring your patience. We have a very specific way we do pickup that just helps ensure that you're getting all of your items. So please come planning on that to take just a little bit, but we'll get you out of there just as quickly as we can. We do sort down. So like I talked about the sorting, so we sort down to your bin, and then your clothing is going to be hung according to a letter code that's on your tag. You probably haven't even noticed it, but everything will be sorted down to that. So it's just you and then a handful of other consigners that will share that letter code. And then of course, large items, you know, you'll be able to go grab those. But everything is going to be sorted down for you. You don't have to go out and hunt for your items on the sales floor or anything like that. It's all going to be in your bin for the most part. Do remember that at 4 p.m. that donation truck comes and that stuff is gone. We clean up shortly after that. We are usually out of the armory within about 30 minutes after pickup being done. We are done, we leave. So we cannot hang on to a ton of items. That's just not something that we are equipped to do. So please make sure that if you are not going to be able to get there by 4, that you either decide you're cool with donating that stuff or send somebody else to come pick up for you. There's just nothing, I can't hang on to unpicked up items. Remember, seller reports are not posted until Sunday night at the very earliest. I just do not have the brain capacity to be sure that I am posting accurate seller reports before that point. Not everything has been put in. Anytime that we have tags, we always will have tags that I have to manually enter. I want to make sure you get credit for all of your items. My preference is always to make sure that it is accurate. So I know it's really hard to wait because you're eager to see how you did, but please, please, please know that I will get you those seller reports just as quickly as I can. And then last thing, the biggest thing you can do right now is help get shoppers through the door. So like I said, we had a shut off item entry early. So that should tell you we are a full bursting sale this time. So it's super important that we get lots of shoppers there. The weather looks like it's going to be beautiful, which is going to help us out. I pour so many resources, so much time into advertising the sale, but I cannot ever possibly match word of mouth. I just can't do it. So share our sale, share the post, participate in the giveaways, even if it's for happy hour tickets that you don't need. If you win them, you can share them with a friend. So, you know, be active on the Facebook page, be sharing those Facebook posts. There's flyers you can print off on the website. If you are, I always say, I can post 1 million posts on Facebook that are, you know, algorithm is showing them to 1 million different people. I can show up in someone's newsfeed 20 times, but it's that time that you share it and say, hey, my items are at the sale this weekend, come check it out. That's the time that person's going to stop and really look at it. So the best thing you can do to help me get sellers through that door is word of mouth, just sharing that you're going to be at the sale, that you want people to come buy items, and hopefully a lot of yours, right? So, okay, I think that's it. If you have any last minute questions this week, just know as the week progresses, our response time may get a little bit slower just because things get busy. Honestly, our cell phone reception in the Armory is not always fantastic. So if you don't hear from me right away, just know that that's the deal. I strongly recommend Facebook Messenger as a way to contact us because that goes to both Sean and my's phone. So we're more likely to see it a lot quicker. Texting is also an option. Calling is fine. Like I said, our service isn't great in there, so texts usually get through easier. And I can answer texts when I'm out on the sales floor dealing with stuff, whereas I can't always answer the phone. So those are the options that are best. Email also works totally fine. I have notifications set up on my phone, so I'll see those. If you just signed up, make sure that at the bottom of that newsletter is a link to all of our other newsletters. Make sure you are fully aware of the expectations coming into the sale. Remember, as part of your seller agreement, you are responsible for making sure that you understand what your responsibilities are for the sale. So cannot wait to see all the goodies you have, and we will see you later this week.